All right, and we're back. Hope you didn't miss us too much. We are about to go over episode 2 of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers, right? So on the la-
I'm
so on
like,
the last stream, I was flustered. Now I just press buttons before before I finish sentences.
I'm like,
All right. All right. You know what? It must be because it's Easter. I must be excited because he's risen. I don't know if that's what it is. I haven't gone to church in 40 years. But, you know, it's just there's something in the air. There's something in the coffee. There's something in the water. It,
uh-huh.
but, yes. All right. Let's get into it. We're going to switch gears. Going to go off of our Marvel and DC and, that comic book universe and just talk about actually, you know what? Because this doesn't really, I just realized something.
It doesn't fall into the talk soup
It's not
realm.
talk soup, so I really shouldn't have even played that intro. You guys, rewind time and forget. You know what? I'm gonna Will Smith you.
Or Will
Forget I even used that intro. I'm taking this off. That icon is gone. We're done. But no, guys. So we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna talk briefly about, I guess, the first 2 episodes, but more about the second episode of Mighty Ducks Game Changers. This debuted last week on Friday, and I didn't know what to expect. I had watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was like, you know what? Let me give this a chance. Let me see what this is about. I was pleasantly surprised. I had messaged you. I said, hey, I think you should check out Mighty Ducks Game Changers. It's actually pretty good. And you felt the same way.
Yeah. I didn't even know it existed. I was like, what?
I remember when they announced it. It was like not a reboot, but a new series on Disney Plus. I remember when they announced it. I remember when they announced Emilio Estevez was going to be a part of it. I don't know if we're going to get now. There's only 10 episodes, so we have 8 left. I don't know if we're going to get any cameos. It would be cool to see,
Jonathan Jackson.
Joshua Jackson. I don't know if we would see that guy who played not Barnes. What the hell was his name? Banks. Was it LaRusso? Not LaRusso. He's got an Italian last name. I can't remember the actor's name, but he played Banks, one of the other characters. I don't know if we're going to see Goldberg. I feel like Goldberg in real life ran into some legal trouble. I know there's like a mugshot out there of Goldberg. I think he was so like I said, in some type of legal trouble. But it would be cool to see like Joshua Jackson, some of the other older characters do like
Yeah.
a little cameo. I mean, obviously they're not going to suit up and skate on the ice, but be kind of cool to see that. But put that aside, this series wouldn't even need it because I like the characters that they have now. I kind of like the role that Emilio's playing at the moment, but I'm
Yeah.
also a little. The thing with about Emilio is I want to know the backstory. I want to know where he went, how he got from, being a celebrated Pee Wee hockey coach. He tried his stint in professional hockey. Where did he go from that to burning all of his hockey equipment, not wanting to be a coach, not even wanting hockey in that ice rink that he runs? So I'm wondering if they're going to touch on that and what exactly happened, what events led to that, uh, where he hates supposedly hockey, but then of course we see him skating around. He still loves it. But so what do you think of the series? Well, the first 2 episodes, put them together. We've seen both of them. What do you think of the series so far? And what do you think about the Emilio Estevez character? Where are we going to see Gordon Bombay?
Oh, I love this. I like the first episode I watched it, I was like, I can't get enough of this. And then I saw the second one. I'm just like, oh my God, you freaking love this show.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And it's like another one of those, especially to our generation, it's like another one of those Cobra Kais, because it touches upon what we loved growing up. Because,
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks, that was kind of like our thing. We loved it. And I'm not even gonna lie, when you told me to watch it, I was like, oh God, do we need another one of these?
Of
Like,
course. Of course. And I think I said that to myself when this was announced. I said the same thing.
mhm. I mean, of course the story kind of feels like something we've seen before, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. It's got that nice little nostalgia feel because it takes pieces of what we've seen before. I mean, you got Evan, who's kind of like that Joshua Jackson character, and
Exactly.
who's kind of the same type of character, but they're not. They are, but they're not in their own little ways. And
Mhm.
that's kind of what I like about each of the characters. And I like Emilio Estevez's character in this because he's jaded and he's bitter, and he's he's a he's still Gordon Bombay, but he's not. He's still like an afterthought, and he's letting them do their thing. And I like that he brought his like same quote where he's like, "I hate hockey and I don't like kids." I when he
Yeah.
said that, I was just like, "Oh, that's so cool," like it's still bringing back all these little Easter eggs for us
Yeah.
from all these movies. Like you could just every time something happens or they show something, I'm like, "Oh, these little Easter eggs are coming back from these movies," and I really like that. I like that a lot.
I love the scene, and I expected. I knew that's exactly what was going to happen. But Evan goes to him for some advice and some support. He's sleeping. He's like, "Please, whatever." But then as he's leaving, he's like, "Oh, he calls him back," and Evan's like, "Yeah, shut the door."
Yeah.
But I like it. I for the same reasons you do. It does have that like Cobra Kai element where it's something from our childhood brought back, but it's being done the right way. As for
Mhm.
now, it's only 2 episodes.
Right.
Uh I wouldn't exactly put it on the Cobra Kai level right
No.
now because I mean Cobra Kai is just tremendous, but at the same time, you're 100% right because it's the similarities between the two. And they do hark back to a lot of the tropes and the storylines, or I should say, you know what, the blueprint of the original Mighty Ducks, and they're doing it in a unusual way, or I should say a unique way, and they're stretching it out into a series. And I
Mhm.
remember when they had announced this, I was like, well, how are they going to do a series? Because we even said after the first episode, we're like, this should be a movie.
It should be a movie. Yeah.
It should be. When they are using the same blueprint, like Evan has that Joshua Jackson like character, he's being raised by his mom. Was it said what happened to his dad? Did his dad leave or something like that? I can't remember if that was mentioned in the first episode.
Um, I don't know if it was the first episode. Did they kind of mention it in the second episode? I don't know.
I don't know, but either way, he's being raised by his mom. Same thing with Joshua Jackson's character. And the mom has to play that father role, and you can tell like she's trying to do her best as a hockey coach. He's the one that said, "Can you do it?" And she knows now that she just has to let them play. Like she was trying to teach them everything but hockey.
Hockey. Yeah.
And the other cool thing about the last part of the episode was Evan's character says, "You know what? I'm going to take the reins." And he sets an example and he becomes an actual leader, and they're following him. And she's like, "Well, I guess I'm going to have to learn how to play hockey, or they're going to have to learn how to play because they need a lot more than trust falls and the pass the puck around. No, not pass the puck around. What were they doing? Passing what around again? They were passing something around. Like it wasn't a puck. I don't think, was it?
I think it was the puck, but when they were on the ice,
It was beach
it was
balls.
called beach balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it was a puck they were passing around. They were like, on the inside. I liked what's his face, the podcast kid. I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, I like him. He's adorable.
What's his name?
It,
Nick. Nick.
yeah.
So when Nick's like on the inside, I'm more handsome than Logan, maybe a little taller.
That's another. I love Logan. Because
Yeah,
you're
Logan's funny.
like when he came out of the truck, you're like, oh, he's gonna be like this great hockey character. Even skate. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I like that little twist.
Yeah. I think so. All right. Remember when I told you I didn't want to do what I did? I had said in a previous stream when we were talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, I said I don't want to watch the promos or the sneak previews of the future episodes. I did with this one. So I don't know if you want to know. I won't say anything, but I mean, at least that's what they're setting up. I think what's her face is going to end up joining that team. I mean, it just makes it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a hundred
a
hundred percent.
100%, 100%. Yeah.
In the next episode, he actually gives her the jersey with the captain. I think he's basically saying, "I want you to be the captain." I wanted you to lead the team, unless they're going to be, because you can have two captains on the team, unless they're going to be co-captains. But I mean, again, we don't know if I don't know if she accepts. It doesn't say that in that promo, but that was kind of cool. But I'm still, oh God, why are they called the Don't Bothers? And we've said this off, obviously off stream, because we haven't spoken about this series yet. But even call yourself the Game Changers, even though that to me that's still not a hockey team name, but even the Game Changers. I mean, they had to have gotten the title of the series for somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but the Don't Bothers, it's like, oh God. I
Yeah,
do like the jersey color though. It kind of looks cool.
yeah, the Don't Bothers. When she said it, I was like, when she was saying the team name, I was like, please don't say the Don't Bothers. Please don't
Yeah,
say the
I
Don't
know. I
Bothers.
was thinking the same thing. And I like how he points her in the right direction where to go to the Lost and Found.
Yeah.
And, it was all that new equipment. Evan found one of his old lucky sticks. I thought that was a cool scene. What's really cool and unique about this series, though, is it's the Mighty Ducks, but they're actually battling against the Ducks that become the new Hawks from the original series. That elite win attitude, and just massively superior in every way, and the league itself. They even said in that in the very ending of the first episode, where they said this age group now is allowing full contact.
Mm-hmm.
So they're watching those reels and like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's funny because that's just like the Mighty Ducks were what was built to play against everything that they are now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I like that little circle around.
I do too.
Yeah.
And this can go either way. This could branch into a different team name, and they could become whatever they decide to become, whether it's the Don't Bothers, the Game Changers, or maybe adopt a name all on its own. Or then the other option, or I think, and I'm hoping, is they absorb the Ducks.
Or it teaches the Ducks to go back to what they're supposed to be, what they were about.
Right. And then that's what I'm saying, like a combination or amalgamation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember, I had issues with that word
Yeah.
a few streams ago. An amalgamation of all of them together. Obviously you can't make a full team of them because that's too many kids, but something where either the Ducks learn from that, where you said, right? Or you have them absorbing the Ducks, and the Ducks, I don't know. But because you can't have a show called The Mighty Ducks and use that name if it's not going to be about it is about the Ducks, but it's not,
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm also, like I said, I'm just going to get back to that really quick, and then there's really not much more to talk about. I really do hope we get some sort of context or some sort of understanding why Gordon Bombay's character is bitter right now. Because from what I remember, now he wasn't really hands-on in D3. He was off doing his thing. He helped them legally because they had a different coach. He helped them legally when they needed it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the coach. So I'm just wondering where he went from being a hotshot lawyer to sleeping in an ice rink.
Well, I mean, there was a nice little metaphor thing with the cake too, because like the first thing where it was like, the rich people, and what was it? Was it, I don't remember, Jesse who called them cake eaters? The rich people called them cake eaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's in his own drink eating cake.
What a good callback. That's a great catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse called them cake eaters.
Cake eaters. And even called Gordon a cake eater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And now he's like in his own rink eating people's cakes.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, that's a nice little metaphor. Yeah.
That's fucking great. I'm assuming, I'm like 99% sure that they did that intentionally, but if not,
it felt like to me it was a nod back to that.
Yeah.
Because that was really prevalent. I'm like, why would they just randomly make him eat cake? That's gotta be a nice little metaphor. So, yeah.
And like I said, who knows what they're going to sprinkle in the next 8 episodes? Are we going to get a Joshua Jackson cameo? Are we going to get, some of the other ones? It's bothering me because obviously I know Goldberg's character. I know, wait a minute. What was Joshua Jackson's character's name?
Charlie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Charlie. What was it's on the tip of my tongue. What was the big guy, the physical guy?
Yeah, I was trying to remember it. It was two physical guys too.
Yeah, but that was
Became like tag
that was more in part 2, right? He
I think
joined
that
in
was
part 2.
part two. Yeah, they were like tag teaming up. So
Who was the guy that they found him on the street? He was fucking just slap shotting the
mhm,
pucks.
yeah. Uh,
Every time I go to say his name, I say Goldberg. It's
it's
not
not
Norton.
Goldberg's the goalie.
I know.
Yeah.
Norman, not Norman. But it
No.
has like that new no.
Yeah, he wore the bandana. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his
For all
name.
the kids' names, because they, especially because they change too. Like people start joining. Like Julie joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I started following. I'm not following her anymore, but I started following the girl that played. She's like a year older, or 2 years older than me actually. What was her name? She was really pretty. She was in the first one. I'll tell you right now. Oh, Marguerite. She played Connie. Marguerite Moreau.
Connie. Yeah, Connie.
I'm trying to think of Averman. I think that was no. Fulton. Fulton.
Fulton.
Yeah,
Fulton.
Fulton. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was it. Averman was somebody completely different. Averman, I think, was the cowboy one.
Yes, Airman was the cowboy one.
Wait, no, Averman, that was
No,
part 2.
wait, Averman. No, the cowboy one was.
Why aren't
See,
they
these are
show
hard because all the characters shift in and out from the first and the second one.
why aren't they showing a picture of him? That doesn't make any sense.
Um,
Like, how do you not have a profile picture for Averman?
no, the
Anyway,
cowboy was Averman.
it was, right? Because that's who I'm picturing.
Huh?
He's
Yep,
like, let's round them up.
yep,
Oh, but you know what? That was yeah. The second one was a different character that had nothing to do with cowboys.
yep, 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 yep,
Okay.
yep, yep. Averman.
Yeah. But Fulton was the one I wanted to remember. Fulton. So the reason why I was bringing that up is I was just wondering if we are going to get cameos from, especially if Marguerite Moreau. Ooh, Madon.
Idiot.
We might even get maybe the cat. Maybe we will get something from either D2 or D3. We'll get Julie, the cat.
Yeah, because yeah, because you got to remember it was Olympics, right?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
Olympic. Yeah, so
D2, that was Team USA. They were representing
USA.
Team USA. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then that's when what's his face? He's like he's a big is he in Saturday Night Live now? I think he's in Saturday Night Live. The big black kid.
Hmm.
He was in what's his name? No, not Anthony Quint.
Yeah, these
It's
are
so annoying. No, but I want to know his real name because it bothers me because he's hysterical and he's on Saturday Night Live.
Keenan
Keenan.
Thompson. Yeah.
Keenan Thompson. Yeah, that's why I thought it was a Q. I don't know why I had thought it
Yeah,
was a
because
Q sound.
he was on a Nickelodeon show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Good Burger.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
burger. Yeah. Well,
So
he's so
so he was the brother of one of the kids that were playing the hockey. Remember? And they were playing the street hockey. And they're like, you got to go back to your roots. You got to go back to what you were with the Ducks. Forget about Team USA. Forget about that mentality. You got to go back to, that raw, the way you used to play. And the street kids, I think, showed them up.
yeah.
So yeah, and he was like the younger chatty brother. But didn't he have like the knuckler? Didn't he shoot the knuckler or something like that? Or was that his brother?
No, I think that was him.
Okay.
The knuckle puck, was it the knuckle puck?
The knuckle puck or something like that. You put the puck on its side.
Yeah.
And it would go in all like these different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many different characters, 3 different
Yeah.
movies.
There's 3 different movies and they'll shift in and out of the movies too. Yeah.
Yeah. No disrespect for the actors and actresses. I'm sorry if I can't remember your either your stage names or your real names, but it's just a blend of all these movies and it was so long ago. But yeah, no, the original Mighty Ducks to me was probably one of my favorites. I did like the second one growing up because I like the whole Team USA thing. I liked the addition of the new characters.
I liked a movie when the kid from the Sandlot, I don't remember which one it was.
That was part 2.
Was it 2?
Benny, the quick one,
Yeah, yeah, when the
the
kid
one
from
that
this
couldn't break.
yeah. Yeah,
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 that's
that was I think that was one of my I think so that was the second one that
yeah.
I think I inched a little bit more for me.
Yeah, the third one was the weakest, I think. The third one was good. I still liked it, but it was definitely the weakest of the three. And again, like I said, you didn't really have Gordon Bombay. He wasn't the coach. Uh, and I think we lost a couple of the main characters, if not like maybe just like one or two. But the first two, for me, the first one's a little bit better, but the second one I liked growing up because of the Team USA thing, because of the addition of the new teams, and yeah, I mean the new players. Uh, so I think if they do use the blueprints for those three films and the way the characters are, and I even like the characters that are in this one. I like the cosplay girl, the really weird and
Mhm.
nerdy girl. I think her name is it Lauren. Yeah, her name is Lauren. You got the other girl who's like, I can just put you down with words.
Yeah. That's I
That
think I like about this group because you got the popular girl, you got the
yeah,
cosplay girl, you got all these different types of people in this team. And
yeah,
because in the Mighty Ducks, that team, they were all kind of just rejects in their own way. Where this group, you got a mixed group, a mixed bag of kids. Like Evan was popular
right,
but just rejected from the Mighty Ducks.
yeah.
You just got a mixed bag of kids, and I like that about this team. They all
Because if you strip it down, the original Ducks actually could play hockey.
yeah,
They could.
they could.
I mean, they weren't all stars. They weren't like the Hawks, but they still played. They were still able to play hockey. They were just a smaller.
Well, this is what I like about this. This kind of has elements of the Little Giants in it too.
Yes, yes, it does. Yeah, I
I
felt
love
that.
that movie.
Yep, same, and I felt the same way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a mix or a nice little combination of the two. You got the
Hmm.
Little Giants, you got the Mighty Ducks in there. Obviously, it's got the name in it, but I'm looking forward to the next 8 episodes. And first 2 episodes, especially the first one, because I didn't know what to expect, caught me by surprise. And this series is actually so far pretty good, and hopefully it can maintain that. Because like we've said, had this been a movie, it would have been really enjoyable.
Hmm.
So I'm just hoping that they can stick it and stretch it out just enough over the next 8 episodes where there aren't any filler episodes. It doesn't feel stretched out where it's just, oh wow, that was a really nice story and it was told well and ended pretty well as well.
Yeah.
That was a lot of wells.
Mhm. Well,
And of course, I just can't wait for Bombay to give in and just coach the fucking team.
yeah, that's what we're all waiting for.
I
We're all
mean, it may not happen. It may not. He might actually just assist the mom, because unless she decides, you know what, this is what my team needs, this is what my son needs. I think, and tries to talk him into coaching.
I think no, but honestly, I like that. I like that she's coaching the team too because it kind of draws her back from work and connects her more with her son as well.
Yeah,
Because she was picking up all the slack for that other woman, and maybe she's
Stephanie. Let me tell you something. She's cute. Don't get me wrong. She's hot. I'll say it, but she's a bitch,
she
a
is
big bitch.
yeah
So I want, and that's why I need the don't bothers to fucking show them up. Because
yeah
remember, she's like, "Oh yeah, you mean for the next 10 weeks, or
yeah
or if we go to state? Oh yeah,
yeah. But I think I like that. I think I'm rooting for her to keep coaching the team with Bombay to kind of assist in a way.
yeah,
I like his character. I like that he's on the sidelines. I don't necessarily think I want him coaching the team. I like
yeah."
where he's at. You know,
But at the same time, it would be for the new Ducks now
to
to
see.
go against or to because of his legacy that he had with that team. I mean, he's the one that started that team.
Hmm.
It was him.
Yeah.
So it would just be a little bit of a little jab to the back or jab to the gut if Gordon Bombay was attached, whether head coach or not. I kind of want to see the head coach part, but I wouldn't be against and I wouldn't mind if he did assist the mom because at the same time, you don't want to disrespect her character
Hmm.
unless she just decides to step down because it's not really her niche. It's not really her thing.
Yeah.
So we
You
will
got it.
see. But I'm looking forward to the next episode and then we will discuss episode 3 next week. Oh, all right, guys. So If you have any comments or if you, let us know what you thought about the series if you watched it. If you haven't, I really recommend it. There's only 2 episodes out now, so catch up while you can or wait. Maybe you want to binge watch the whole 10-episode season, but let us know what you thought in the comments. Hit that like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. If you don't acknowledge or if you don't practice Easter, or what's the word? Not practice, it's not a sport.
Observe.
Observe. If you don't observe that, that's fine. But either way, have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next week. Kitty, as always, thank you for coming on
Thank you.
and supporting and also co-hosting as usual. And I will see you as well for next week. And don't forget, we got so many things we still want to do. We still got to do our MCU ranking, and we also have to do a spoiler review for Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
So you have to let me know when you can do that, because I don't think we could do all of these on a Sunday, because obviously right now each Sunday is delegated to these series now.
And I got some stuff to say about Kong versus Godzilla.
So I think you said it the right way too. It's more Kong versus Godzilla than it is Godzilla versus Kong.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely want to go into that. Here's a little sneak preview. And of course do our MCU ranking for all 23 films. But so there are reasons to subscribe. It's not just our pretty faces. There are going to be other shows coming on and other discussions that we're going to be having in the future that we already have mapped out. We just need to pick a day and time to do so. So, Kitty, just let me know when you're free and when you're available to do those, and we can get those out of the way as well. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, guys.